We're back, round 3 of PSGL for some more league racing on F1 24. We arrive at Spa, the Belgian Grand Prix, a track which I've had mixed fortunes in the past. Now, we arrive here fresh off the back of the graveyard shift that we had in Brazil. Video on screen now, go watch it. Let's just say I had a couple of penalties before the race even started, so yeah, that wasn't too good. Anyway, round 1, we of course got that incredible podium in Bahrain. So today we get back in the points, back in the good results, and we're going to try and hopefully fight back. So let's get into it. We lead the constructors, we're up there in the drivers, so let's get into it and let's start out with qualifying. Alright, come on then, let's see what we can try and do. So here we go then, into qualifying to begin the session. We're going to get our first lap underway and get an idea of where the pace really is. Now, Spa traditionally is quite a sweaty event, so I'm expecting some strong laps and a close field. A little bit conservative, a little bit slow on the apex, also oversteer on exit, not ideal. That's not ideal either, getting grass on Eau Rouge. Come on, big middle sector here. Let's see, as we make our way into Les Combes, we brake at the 50. Didn't get enough of the inside curb through the right, which kind of affects us everywhere else. Not happy with this so far. No, not happy with this. I might abandon this one. Genuinely might have to back out, but actually turn 9 right there was brilliant. I believe that's called Jackie X, commonly known as No Name. Also, Pouon was very good as well. So now I was kind of less inclined to back out and just see what my split would be in the middle sector. Now, a half decent lap for me, I believe, is a 0.6. So let's see what split we have now in sector 2. 0.6, okay, 6.26. So this was actually the moment where I thought, I might actually continue. That's not actually too bad in the middle sector split. I might finish this, and that way we'll have a reasonable delta, and we'll know that up until turn 9 we can improve and find time in the first part of the lap. So through the bus stop, very good as well, very tidy over the curbs, and we are going to commit, and over the line we go. That's not too bad, to be fair. My PB is a 0.0, so even though it's scruffy, it's actually not too bad. So we'll take it, and we move on to our second run, currently 13th out of 20 drivers, just behind our teammate Lewis, who is P12, and we know where the time is, so we're going to get this one started. Turn 1, we tip the nose in, we get a nice exit there, and we find a little bit of time. I went up by 1 on the brake bias on this particular run, and it seemed to work, at least through the first corner, just keeping the back end a bit more stable. We also avoid the grass through Eau Rouge, so we do carry a bit more speed, and we are marginally up in sector 1. But this is where, now Les Combes, I know where the time is, so we adjust the brake bias and the engine mode as we now throw the car in. We sacrifice the right by cutting it more, but it gives us a better run through the rest of the sequence, and we're half a tenth up. As we head down towards turn 8 into Rivage, I believe we're going to also find a decent chunk of time there, and look at that, 10th and a half up. We lose a little bit on the exit, which is where we nailed it last time, as we now run through Pouon, carrying as much speed as possible. Important through there to not be too fast in terms of the steering inputs and just be very smooth to carry good corner speed. We also have a nice tidy chicane as we enter Stavlo. We just clip the inside curb to rotate the car a little, and we find almost a tenth in those 2 corners, and we're going to carry a very healthy margin down to the bus stop chicane. Now for this one, we're going to hopefully readjust the bias to 55, which we do, and we're now going to spot the braking, which is usually the curb on the left, and then you want to be really greedy and aggressive on those curbs, especially the first one, which actually we don't get all of it, but we manage to keep the speed high enough, and we also crucially get an even better exit. Alright, PB, we'll take that. 5.29, Lewis in the first.
He's 3 turns up.
That's not bad, that's not bad. He's on for pole. Oh, I didn't look too good, but
No, it's good.
Good enough. That's pole, right?
It's a 5.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So Lewis Welch throws it into P1, and we now have to follow that example and try to get up there with him. We're already on a personal best on a PB lap, but we're going to try and hopefully go a bit quicker. Starting out with turn 1, we get our braking sorted out. Decent rotation. Oh, damn it. That might be it. Gonna have to really commit now. There was time in the exit, and I think we could have gained maybe half a tenth, but instead we're half a tenth down. But we do actually improve. Gained a little bit on Radion there, interestingly. That must be the line we took compared to last time. Less bumps, and we actually recover basically all the deficit as we now head into Lake Com. And as the checkered flag drops, we hook this up just like on the last run, but even better. And we're now finding more lap time. The new best time is as 40.5 as we look to try and wrestle the lap time back. This time through Jackie Ickx, you can see we get the exit we got on our first run, and we're still level at this point. So really decent lap so far. We find a little bit more time through Pouon there, getting the perfect run, and now into the chicane. Last lap was pretty good, but can we find more time? We stay a bit tighter through the right, which allows us to take the left with a bit more aggression, and we do find a whisker of time in the middle sector. We also get a nice exit, and I've actually used less battery throughout the lap, so I've got a little bit more to burn down this straight on this particular lap. So we're going to carry a half a tenth advantage into the bus stop chicane. Another purple lap time as we now spot the braking on the anchors hard here. Oh, why did that happen? Fuck's sake. Oh, why did that happen? I've never done that before, ever. Oh, the brake bias, I've got to change it. Ah, fuck. Idiot. Oh my god. What? I've never seen that spot before. Now, the reason for that reaction is look at the top 10. A tenth of a second, which is bonkers around a 1 minute 40 lap at Spa. Like the level of competitiveness here. Like, I was genuinely happy with my lap, and I'm only 3.5 tenths off P1 in the 18th place. Like, what the hell has happened here? Like, the levels, the competitiveness, everyone is very equally matched. Even on that last lap, I reckon it was up to a tenth, but genuinely, I think maybe no more than P17 for us. You know, we could have got within 3 tenths, but that might have been it. But genuinely, the top 10, unbelievable. Anyway, Lewis P3, we are 18th, we have to work. We've got a podium in Bahrain from P17, so let's try and do that again from P18. Right, I want your P1 by Lake Com, Lewis. You've got the perfect setup here. P3.
I think everyone's going to be on the same setup.
You're going to get... No, I mean setup as in, like, you're not on pole, so you're going to get the Lipstream.
Oh,
You're going to get the lip.
I am never disclosed.
Yeah, you run the last race, cuz. We're in the championship, come on. Let's get this work. Here we go then, lights on for the Belgian Grand Prix, and we're underway. It's a good launch. We get the jump on Patrick, and we're also going to be on the outside line for turn 1. I tried to go down the inside, but I'm being a little bit cautious. Don't want to lose a wing like we have done in the past in this game at turn 1, and our race has been over. We get momentum and we get the exit, so using a bit of battery out of turn 1, we get ahead of Patrick into Radion, and we can now look to pass Jensen Rosen as we go to the left side to try and get more of a slipstream, but it hasn't really worked out. The AI, well, not the AI, the other drivers actually have gone for a more central line in the Camel Straight, so not much we can do there as a car actually went across the Lake Com chicane and rejoined. That was a Mercedes, I think that was Kai up ahead, so no position change for us as we're still 17th upper place, overtaking of course the McLaren off the race start. Oh my god, Kai's lagging, I think. That is a little bit of an issue because it could break the train already. Jensen overtakes Benny heading down into Pouon.
I believe everyone is on hards.
And there's the tyre update from Leroy on the comms as we just have to basically sit behind and watch these two duke it out. You can't really go 3 wide through here, so yeah. In the meantime, Bogdan lurking behind Oliver Knott as well. I think there's damage on Tom Roberts on the right side. Might be wrong. So we'll keep an eye on that. Definitely something to look out for. If someone does have damage, we're going to have to try and get through quickly, otherwise there will be a break in the train. And currently going through Blanchimont, end of lap 1. Will there be any action here into the bus stop chicane? Will everyone behave? On the brakes we go. Benny up the inside. Contact with Kai in the Mercedes. Oh my god, Kai's lag is really not the one, Chief.
DRS now enables. DRS enables.
Could have gotten through there, but the lag just, we lost momentum with contact. We go down the inside of turn 1, but Kai with the better line on the outside gets the momentum and the run and gets the exit and stays ahead. So we're going to look to pass him. I don't have a ton of battery here, but we need to try and get by because of the lag he's got. Oh, I don't like the look of this. So onto the Camel Straight we go. DRS for pretty much everybody. Kai's flashing, so we're going to have the advantage on the battery, and we do get ahead into the corner, but Kai goes deep on the brakes to try and fight it. I leave some room as we go side by side as we get a warning for that and we slide. Okay, what's happening?
Someone got down. Tom Roberts to the right hand side.
That's a lot of end plates. So there's confirmation that we mentioned before that possibly could be damage, and seems like somebody else may have damage as well. So
You might be able to get that warning off because he is lagging.
yeah, I was a bit like, I was just trying to leave space. I didn't want to get too close because it's a tricky one to judge. So on to the end of the second lap now. You can see there's still action going on. Into the bus stop chicane we go, and Kai having a look at Jensen, Rosen, and we're just going to be patient and try. Oh my god, I don't like this, Chief. Try to pick up the pieces, but the lags are making it very hard for me to predict what's going to happen and where Kai is going to be. Crap.
Damien and P11 does not have a front wing in play either.
So there's the other car with damage. So we know that Tom Roberts and Damien Couriel don't have their wings intact. So they're going to be a little bit slower. So that's going to present opportunities to overtake and pass. Now, I picked the wrong line here. We got past Oliver on Blanchimont, but you can see a horrible exit. Also using the wrong line at the bus stop allows him to get through. So definitely not optimal. And yeah, into turn one, we try to go back through, but we just get the traction. Oh, I ain't got no battery for this. As long as Kai doesn't get back through. Now, I basically sold myself short on battery by trying to get past Kai on Blanchimont, not Oliver, Kai. My bad. We now have nothing to defend with, and Oliver is going to try again. I'm going to try and hang on here, but we don't have enough. Oh my god. What the fuck has happened there? I can't tell if he's there or not, bruv. Just, why am I getting this guy? Fuck off. I'm driving like a bit of an idiot right now. Now, I got hit in the rear by Kai to Les Commons, and generally I'm just kind of struggling at this phase of the race. Oh, crap. What I feel like I've got understeer.
Benny P18 penalty.
So, we're just trying to get through this phase. I don't have confidence in my setup. A lot has happened and I haven't really got a rhythm. Oh. Tom's nearly dead.
Both of these cars have damage.
Yep. Crystal clear now. So, we now know what the objective and the targets are. So we know these next two cars have no wing. Oh, Kai just died, I think. I broke a little bit earlier to get the exit, but I mean, that was fine for me.
That's Benny. Benny and Kai.
Now, I say no wing, I mean partial wing. Either way, we've got a brilliant run, and I think I'm a little bit trimmed out on wing compared to some of these guys as we go for the 3-car overtake, and we pass them all. Camel Straight, 3 in 1. Free cheese, mouse in the house.
Eagle P15 fan.
Trying not to burn all my battery, but I think he's burning to try and maybe get in still, because he's only 1.3, 1.2.
Yeah, hopefully the backing up should get him back in.
So the gap right now, you can see 1.3 Oliver to Jensen, could pretend...
Or not.
Never mind. His rears are going to be screwed. He's been drifting for like a lap now. That cost me the fastest lap I did. I was going to say could potentially get in, but the gap's gone from 1.2 to over 2 seconds. Oh, we were close, but what has always happened to me, man? The minute we're going to get in the train, it all goes to crap. Now, we're going to look to pass him because we've, got DRS here, but we're going to have to really push to catch up now.
Just use hot lap to get past him. Don't need to use overtake.
And I get the flat line as well, which is the outside. Oh, another one. Oliver Knott, 3 seconds. Tom Roberts, 3 seconds. And mate.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
So just don't get any more because you probably can get that first one removed.
Yeah. Wow, they've really slowed down there through the bus stop and pitch straight. Now, for the next kind of few laps, this phase of the race, I was on my own time trialing. No one wanted to work with me, and the pace was decent. I kind of found my rhythm, but it's impossible to catch. Eventually, now Oliver's gathered himself and will pass. There we go. Come on. If we were to say get DRS this time next lap, stay out.
Yeah, well.
Balance pit. Finn.
In this lap, push now.
The U is just to get back in the train. So if you want to undercut this, I would stay out, Louis.
I was going to say, because 3 cars have pit maybe for Lewis's race, it's worth him covering, but I'm just going to put that out there in case if we prioritise his race, if that's what we need. If not, I'll undercut and get back in.
I think you stay out. I think Tom gets in, so he can close back in.
So we're going to execute the plan. I'm going to box on this one earlier than planned to get back in the train. So 60 or 80?
80.
Lewis, who's with the lead group, will stay out and go long and stick with them. So here we go, critical phase of the race. Bit of a snap and pit entry there. Whoops. Right, go on then. Don't slow me down, game. Oh, fuck's sake. Never mind. Slight hold up there from the Red Bull. Either way, into the pits we go.
Red Bull's double stacked.
Oh, 2.2. I suppose a 2.4 in online racing.
That's 2.2.
Oh, fair enough. Tripping.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
So Jensen Rosen behind, double stacking. Meanwhile, we rejoin ahead of Patrick. So we've got a bit of a margin here. What do you reckon? Shall I burn till I leave these guys out, or shall I try and work with them?
You can try work with them, but
I'm tempted to.
I wouldn't.
I'm tempted to try and burn and get out.
If I was working with anyone of those behind you, it'd be Damien. He'd have the pace over Patrick.
So at this point, I chose to push on and not wait, and we do manage to keep Damien out of range and keep the gap. So now other cars are in, Kai in there as well. We're going to find out if there is an undercut. We had no DRS, of course, on that lap, which isn't going to help. Damien goes purple, we go purple in sector 3. Cars leaving the pits here, but where are we? Just behind. You can see not within DRS range. Damn, I've got no DRS on anyone though.
Still 2 cars to pit out front, which is the medium runner and Oliver.
Hopefully you'll all check up a little bit in that lead group. Through here. We'll all form up into a big train. So after everything that's transpired, we're basically in the same situation. The gap's around 2 seconds, and we're still trying to catch from way back before when we was 1.2 behind Oliver. Pens ahead, Leroy?
Pens ahead, none.
Copy. Oh, bit too early on turning. Whoops, that's a costly mistake. I brought the others in now. Just no one can work with me, man. I'm just on my own. Like literally, lap 15. If we, hadn't had Oliver lock the rears when we was 1.2 off the train, it would have been a different race for us now. I don't just want to let people buy for the sake of letting them buy if they're not going to be quicker than me. And even now, look at this. I mean, we're still on our own, and no one's really helping us out. However, Oliver and Jensen now are arriving. Oliver on fresher tyres, Jensen with just a bit better pace than me now.
We're fighting quite hard, Tom, but
Yeah, I could see that, finally. Jensen's going to go on this one, and I can let him go as well. He's close enough. So finally we get to give a relay. I can get some charge back and see what others can do pace-wise to try and help us get along. Oliver's got, I think, 2 lap fresher on me.
yep.
We wasn't catching the lead group because they weren't really battling. The pace was really strong. The gap was about 3 seconds. So this is a very welcome relay, and Oliver's got 2 lap fresher tyres than me and Jensen. So this is going to make a lot of sense, and it's going to potentially help us out here to put a shift in the closing stages of this race and really try to close the gap. Oh, someone's dead.
Balance.
Green
And
flag.
Isaac.
Yep.
Right, points are on now. Let's go. Does Jensen have 1 or 2 lap fresher than me?
Same lap as you.
Okay. Oliver's got 2 lap fresher tyres than me and Jensen, so he's got the pace right now. He's running it. So this is working well, and we are slowly catching. The leaders are slowing down. Oh,
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety
Right.
car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
What do we do here?
oh, obviously we boxed.
Yeah, but if everyone boxes and one stays out, you're fucked.
I'm boxing. You have to box.
So you'll have 1 lap of racing.
Oh, quite a few stayed out.
Actually, no. Yeah, no, it'll come in the end of this lap.
Yeah, I was gonna say we 2 laps of racing, right?
Yeah, it'll come in the end of this lap.
Lovely stuff. Don't lose a place. Happy days.
I'm Pete, I've rejoined 6th.
Let's game on.
Look after these tyres now.
I'm still P10.
Yeah, this is fine. You just got to make the moves now, though.
Yeah, not happening.
I just can't get a warning. If I get a warning, I'm fucked.
Oliver's pen's going to be removed. That 10-second one he's got is going to be removable. It's a collision warning.
Copy.
Collision. So he's still effectively got 3 seconds.
So here we go. Massive restart. Shades of Bahrain, you know, where we qualified 17th, got a podium. In this race, we qualified 18th. Could we get a podium? As things stand, of course, we have 3 track limit warnings and a penalty. Hopefully, we can get the first one removed due to lag. But here we go then. We're going to go back to green, and a critical 2 laps awaits us now. Here we go.
Okay, clear.
Oh, Lewis, you're lagging. Or your screen freezing.
Oh, yeah, I am.
There's a bit of lag in the lobby because I saw someone else lag as well. Now, into the next part of the lap 21, midway through, nothing happened on the Kemmel Straight. Now things are getting a bit frosty. We've got a few medium runners who are stayed out.
Okay, Oliver's 6 seconds of pens. He might get it removed.
Even if he gets 1, it's okay. 1 will be guaranteed, nailed on. So that's also an important update as we are now P9, looking to potentially be P8 with Oliver's penalty, and potentially more if we can get past Jensen. Oh, this is going to be horrible. Right then, roughly a lap to go, and we're all racing down the backstretch. Will there be some shenanigans into the bus stop? We're going to use a big chunk of our battery here to try get alongside Jensen. Through Blanchimont we go, we get the run, but now, no, we get boxed in by Lewis. Probably didn't realise I was there. Into the bus stop, bit of contact everywhere, but keeping it clean.
Oh shit, shoot Tom, sorry.
I'm behind, it's Jensen alongside, mate.
Enabled. DRS is now enabled.
No, I mean, like, when down the street.
I thought at first he was going to block the line and help me out, and then...
Oh, I didn't realise it was you, sorry.
So good, so good. So a bit of a miscommunication there, but either way, last lap, last chance saloon. We're going to get stuck in here and try and get the run on Jensen. Oh, this is going to get ugly.
Just save Tom. Don't.
We're going to have a look. I mean, I don't have a lot of battery left. Jensen was flashing, so we know he's running a bit low, and now you can see Lewis battling with Aaron Raminguez, who's also another medium run who stayed out. Oh, damn it. I'm fucked. Now, that is going to be tricky. Could we potentially report that? We'll find out. Either way, we get past Aaron. I tried to squeeze around the outside. I was very, very brave. Probably a bit stupid, but last lap. Oh my god. Now this is going to be interesting. P8, if we get past Oliver, it's P7 with this penalty. As long as someone dies here, I might still get a point. But we need to get 2 warnings removed. Warnings 1 and 4. Into the bus stop. Does anybody blow up? No, it seems that everyone keeps it clean.
Just want to say, thanks to all the haters. This one's for you.
Fucking screen freeze, man.
I nicked the point, I think. So,
What the fuck was that about?
would have been P7.
If there wasn't a car's whip, then you could probably fight it and get the warning off.
What, me?
Yeah.
Which one? Because I think the one on the last lap was pretty clear, no?
You just have to. Yeah, but you just have to still see.
I mean, obviously I'll try, but...
So your first one is definitely removable, though.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be 3 warnings. I haven't had a 3 second in such a long time. Now, you'll see the student reports in just a little bit, but just to quickly clarify this last one on lap 22, I was within track limits. You can see at all times my tyre is in contact with the white line, so this was pretty convincing evidence that there was no infringement on my behalf, so I should be able to get this one removed. So there we go. I don't think we're going to get that penalty removed. If we do, you'll see it on screen in just a second. Unofficially, we finish P7, but we go back to P10. Luckily, we still get a point, and we're back in the points after round 1, after missing out on round 2. Actually a good race, fun race, good pace, just at times struggled with the fresh tyres. We was pretty fast on the worn rubber, and you know, just a bit unfortunate with the timing. We got so close to the train, 1.2 at one point, and of course it all went wrong, lots of issues, and never really had anyone to work with until the very end. So yeah, we'll take it. It is what it is. Like the video, subscribe, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon with some more league racing content on the channel. As always, a massive shout out to my members for supporting the content. Also check out the 2 videos on screen. I'll see you guys in my next one very soon.